Google Classroom is an app created by Google to help teachers and students stay organized with a paperless classroom. Google Classroom is the newest member of the Google Apps for Education collection. The app allows teachers to create a classroom for each of their classes that is private but is accessible anywhere that you have internet access. Let's take a look at how to set up a classroom as a teacher and what are some cool things that you can do with this app. Let's create a classroom through Google Classrooms. First of all, open your Chrome browser and type in classroom.google.com. It is important to remember that Google Classroom is a free app, but you must be a part of a school division that has Google Apps for Education in order to access it. Here's your main page for Google Classrooms. At the top right-hand corner, you can select Create Your First Class. Here you will select Add Class from the drop-down menu. After filling out your class name and section, Google will take a few moments to create your classroom. Once your class is loaded, it'll look something like this. As you probably don't want all of your classes to look the same, there are ways to customize the theme of your class, as there are many different types of themes that you can choose from. For this class, I'm going to choose this stone pattern. Now you can see my classroom looks like this. Now it's time to add some students. So along the header you can see 3 tabs. We're going to click on the student tab. Now the code in the middle of the page allows students to remotely access the class. However, we're going to click the blue invite button to invite students who are a part of our contacts. So you can select from here who you want to add. However, you have to make sure that the email address you are using as a teacher also corresponds to the email address of the student. Otherwise, it won't allow you to access it. I had that problem when I was trying to add students earlier. Once this loads, you'll be able to see the students that you did invite. So here I can see the students that I invited. At the top here I can see that students can post and comment. Depending on what kind of class you want, you may want to switch that. However, they remind you there of the code to access the class. It's quick and easy to add assignments on Google Classrooms. On your homepage or stream for the class, you'll see announcements and assignments. So we're going to click on assignments here and type in the title of the assignment. So for this one, it's going to be Look at the World Around You. So once we have that typed in, there's also a spot to put a description at the bottom, kind of give the students an idea of what's the main idea that you're trying to do there. So we're going to get the students to write a descriptive paragraph about their neighborhood. After this, you can see below there is a due date. So we can change the due date. So for this one, I'm going to click the 31st. This date can be changed later on if you find your students need more time or anything like that. I'm going to pick not 4 a.m., 4 p.m. Don't need to be doing anything that late, early in the morning. So you can also click attachments. So I have a Google document attachment of the actual assignment. So what I'm going to do here is very important. I'm going to select that students each have a copy of the assignment. So what this does is they automatically have their name attached to it, and when they edit it, it doesn't edit the same document. They each are editing their own. So you can also add announcements to your stream on Google Classroom. So where we saw announcements and assignments before, we can also click on announcements. So here, say I saw that my students aren't done my assignment and I want to make sure that they remember about it, I could write a little blurb, an announcement. For this one, I'll just say, don't forget about your assignment, and at the same time, have a great weekend. More or less, so we're going to type that in. Alright, and you can also add links to this, of course. So once you post, that automatically goes into the stream and all your students can see it. Once students have completed their work, they can turn them in automatically on Google Classrooms. As a teacher, you are able to see who has or has not handed in their assignments with. Along with this, you can see how far along students are in their assignment. So here, for example, I'm just going to use Morgan's for an example, and I can click on it because I see it's not done, and I can actually go in and see how far she is. Oh, look at that, she's writing right now, so like, as right now, I can see her live typing. Not that every student you'd be able to, but currently since she's working on her assignment, I can see it here. When assignments are done and the due date has passed and you are wanting to mark them, you can go on Google Classroom, select the assignment. So here I can see that 3 of my students have finished it. So on here I can see the status, all of them have handed them in. So here I'm going to select the student, I'm going to look at their assignments. So go on here, select the assignment, so this is the one that she submitted. And you can see here that I can see the assignment that she submitted. Here I can, on this Google Doc, I can add comments and suggestions as well, feedback by highlighting and adding comments in here. If I go back here, when I'm done, I can add the grade directly in here. So we'll type in the grade here, and it's always out of 100. So that adds our percent perfectly. And then we can add comments here. So there are a couple ways you can add comments. You can add comments here, plus when you return the assignment, you can also add more comments. So we're going to add some comments here. So we're going to post that, so that's attach that. And then we're going to click return. So once this loads, you can see I can add any other feedback I'd like to give to her. And click return assignment, and the assignment is sent back to the student. So that was a small overview of the essential parts of Google Classroom. As you can tell from a teacher's perspective, it is a wonderful tool that allows teachers to stay organized and on top of their students' progress, as well as having the quick and easy ability to give direct and positive feedback to their students.